Here's the shocking truth about real personal development. It doesn't happen in your comfort zone or through another self-help book. It happens when you're on the back of a motorcycle at midnight, watching local dancers pour their hearts out, feeling completely alive and present. I'm about to share the 3 mindset shifts this journey revealed that will transform how you approach growth and discovery in your own life. It all started with a simple idea. Life had become too routine. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. I was feeling stuck and tired of doing the same things every day. One evening, while sitting at a tea stall, my friend and I talked about going somewhere nearby to refresh our minds. We didn't plan anything fancy or expensive. We just wanted a little break from normal life. That's when we decided to take a short tour on our motorcycles. It felt exciting. Sometimes, small plans become the best memories, and we had a good feeling about this one. The next morning, we packed a small bag with essentials, water bottles, snacks, phone chargers, and a camera. We started our motorcycle journey just after sunrise. The roads were quiet, the wind was fresh, and the sunlight touched everything with a golden glow. Riding a motorcycle always gives a feeling of freedom, and this ride felt even better because we had no pressure, no deadlines, just the open road ahead. My friend and I talked, laughed, and enjoyed the cool breeze as we rode past trees, fields, and small villages. Every moment on that road felt peaceful and full of life. We reached the small town by noon. It was a simple, peaceful place with friendly people and a local market. We parked our motorcycle and decided to walk around. The local shops were filled with handmade items, food stalls, and colorful clothes. Everything felt new and different. The people were smiling and welcoming. We tried some local snacks, including spicy pakoras and sweet jalebis. Every bite tasted like tradition. We took some photos, spoke with the locals, and felt a strong connection with the culture. This town was not famous on the internet, but it had a charm of its own. In the evening, we saw a crowd gathering in an open field. There was a small stage decorated with lights and flowers. Curious, we went closer and found that a local dance program was about to start. We took a seat on the grass along with many others. As the music began, local artists in colorful costumes started performing traditional dances. Their energy, expressions, and movements were full of life. It wasn't just entertainment, it felt like watching a living story from their culture. I didn't expect to enjoy it so much, but it truly touched my heart. The performances continued for hours. Each group had a different style, costume, and story. The dancers were not professionals, but they performed with passion. The audience clapped and cheered after each act, showing love and pride. I could see families sitting together, children dancing on the side, and elders watching with warm smiles. I felt like a part of the community, even though I was just a visitor. That evening taught me something. Happiness doesn't always come from big events. It often comes from small, simple things done with love. That dance program became one of the best parts of our trip. After the program ended, we were hungry. We found a small roadside food stall that served hot local food. We sat on wooden benches, enjoying a simple but tasty meal of rice, lentils, and fried vegetables. The night sky was clear, full of stars. There was no city noise, no pollution, just calm and quiet around us. We talked about life, dreams, and how such short trips could heal the heart. I realized that we often run after big achievements and forget to enjoy the little moments. That dinner under the stars felt more special than any five-star restaurant. One local boy we met told us about a nearby viewpoint from where the entire town could be seen. He said it was especially beautiful at night. So, around 11 p.m., we decided to go there. The road was narrow and slightly uphill, but our motorcycle managed it. We parked it at the top and walked a little further. The silence of the night and the distant sound of crickets made the experience even more magical. As we reached the spot, we were surprised by what we saw: thousands of tiny lights glowing across the valley, like stars on the ground. The town looked like a painting. From up there, we could see the rooftops, the tiny roads, and the glowing street lamps. The sky above us was deep black, scattered with stars, and the air was cold and fresh. We didn't talk much. We just stood there, letting the beauty sink in. It was peaceful, no noise, no people, just us and the view. It made me feel small, but in a good way. It reminded me how big and beautiful the world is, and how important it is to pause and just appreciate life once in a while. See this scene at the end of video. We stayed at the viewpoint for almost an hour, then decided to ride back. The journey downhill was slow and careful, as the roads were dark. But the peace in our hearts made the ride calm and beautiful. We didn't play music or talk much, we just listened to the sound of the wind and our own thoughts. It felt like we had gone on a journey not just through the town, but through our minds too. Sometimes, all we need is a friend, a bike, and a road to clear the clutter inside us. This ride did exactly that. When we reached home early in the morning, we were tired but smiling. That simple local tour gave us memories more valuable than expensive vacations. The dance, the food, the night view, the laughs, it all stayed in my heart like a beautiful dream. I learned that life is not always about chasing big things. Sometimes, the smallest adventures give the biggest happiness. I promised myself that I would take more such trips. Not to escape life, but to enjoy it more deeply. That night tour on a motorcycle will always be one of the most peaceful moments of my life.